Hello and welcome to the Satya City Convention Center in Shah Alam, Selangor. We are in semi-finals day and this is the 5th edition of the Selangor Badminton Asia Team Championships 2024. And in the semi-finals we had an upset yesterday where big-time champions China were out. As you look at the draws and the paths that the teams had to go through to make it to the semi-finals. Japan defeating China 3-2 in a match that went down the wire. India having it easy against Hong Kong, but home favourites Malaysia crashing out to a 3-0 defeat against defending champions Indonesia. And Thailand scraping past the Chinese Taipei, just dropping a game to make it to the semi-finals. Today's schedule for the morning sessions, we are focusing on the women's team events, and defending champions will take on Thailand in semi-finals 1. That will be our focus in this morning session. Later today at 4 p.m. local time, we are having defending champions in the men's category in Malaysia taking on Japan. And Japan with a star-studded lineup, including Kento Momota. You don't want to miss that. You're looking at the order of play for the first semi-finals between Indonesia and Thailand in the women's category. And on paper, I have to tell you that Thailand are the hot favorites. We'll begin with Putri Kusuma Wardani in the women's singles, taking on Supanida Katethong. And that'll be followed by Lenny and Rivka in the women's doubles up against Jungko Pan and Rawinda. With that, we'll follow through with Esther Durumi in the women's singles, taking on Busana Ongbap Rungpan. Amelia and Rachel from yesterday's women's doubles will take on Banyapa Aimsad and Nuntakam Aimsad. The Aimsad sisters will be expected to win that one. And if they don't, Thailand will be the hot favorites in the third and final women's singles with Ponpicha from Thailand taking on Komang Ayu Chaya. Ponpicha is the only player, and Komang rather, are the only two players that have met each other before. And in their two head-to-head meetings prior to this, it has both gone in favor of the Thai women's singles player, Ponpicha. So, on paper, as you're looking at this lineup, Thailand are the hot favorites, but Indonesia are the defending champions. They have yet to lose a single match throughout this edition of the Selangor Badminton Asia Team Championships. Now focus now on the first women's singles. Let's see Indonesian making it onto court. This is Putri Kusuma Wardani, the 2021 SEA Games bronze medalist, quarterfinalist in the Swiss Open, the Allianz Masters and the Taipei Open last year. Her opponent for today, last year's SEA Games gold medalist Supanida Katethong, winner of the US Open last year. She's played 3 times today in this competition, this year's Selangor Badminton Asia Team Championships, and out of the 3 matches she played, she lost the last one. That was yesterday in the quarterfinals to Chinese Taipei's Su Wenqi.
This is silver and this is red. What do you choose? Red. Silver for you.
This is the first meeting between these
silver,
two players. In fact,
what do you choose?
The first meeting between all of the first 4 players or first 4 teams on court. They've never met before. As I said earlier, the only ones who have met each other are those featuring in the third women's singles. On paper, the head-to-head records, even though we don't have any, heavily favor this woman right here, Supanida Katethong. And so the world ranking as well, she's significantly higher than her opponent for today. Thailand are without their top 2 women's singles players. No Ratchanok Intanon, no Pompawi. And Indonesia, of course, without Gregoria Mariska Tunjung. This is the 21-year-old Putri Kusuma Wardani, current world ranking of 33. Her opponent today, much higher, 17th in the world, is Supanida Katethong, the 26-year-old, last year's SEA Games gold medalist. Born in Bangkok, Thailand. She didn't quite have a great outing yesterday, even though Supanida Katethong did well to win a point for Thailand against Malaysia, defeating Go Jinwei in 2 straight games. Empire Marcel Nesba and service Sakurai Manabu from Japan will be the officials for this one. As I said, on paper, Thailand are the hot favorites for this. But as we saw yesterday, for those of you watching Malaysia taking on Indonesia, the Indonesians came out all guns blazing. And were able to completely knock off the Malaysian team. In addition to that, of course, Putri Kusuma Wardani is unbeaten in this tournament so far. Thailand have never made it past the semi-finals at this competition. Did not compete in the last edition, but prior to that, 2 semi-final appearances and 1 quarter-final appearance. Indonesia, on the other hand, are the most successful team, both in the men's and the women's category, having won 4 gold medals in the 5 editions of this tournament.
Represented by Putri Kusuma Wardani. And on my left, Thailand, represented by Supanida Katethong. Thailand to serve. Love all. Play.
So wide. Early point to the Thai.
Love.
That's landed in as well. The point on early on that the drift is coming behind the Thai player towards the Indonesian. So it's imperative for her to control those shots, especially at the back of the court.
Service over, 1-2.
Tight spinning that shot. What a point.
Service over, 3-1.
The amount of control it takes to execute a shot like that is remarkable. It's 3-1. You wonder whether that might have been going wide.
Service over, 2-3.
Let's another look at that. Still can't tell. Straight to the body. Oh, what about that? Played as coolly as you like. Looking really fluid, confident. Supanida. Well, did come over the net, raise a hand of apology. I really do think that the Indonesian is being rather tentative. She should have pounced on this, absolutely. She was standing right there. Oh, delightful. A touch of confidence. It's not just the execution of these shots, it's the disguise that goes into it prior to that shot being played. overdid it.
6-3.
Not a stiff movement of the racket from Putri Kusuma. You're beginning to wonder whether the unbeaten record is kind of just playing in her mind there. She doesn't want to lose that. As far as Supanida is concerned, she's already lost yesterday and kind of doesn't quite have the pressure to deal with. She's playing with a lot more ease today. Came off the frame, came off the net.
Service over, 4-7.
Oh, really awkward looking shots. Playing it safe now. Putri Kusuma just going straight at the body, no mistakes. What about that power for women's singles?
8-5.
Not often you see a jumping smash of that nature executed in this category. It's restored a 3-point lead for the tie. Oh, sitter. Absolutely blasted that down, Supanida.
9-5.
I really felt that the Indonesian should have been closer to the net to pounce on the net, and yet again, see her retreating a little bit too quickly. Paid the price for it. It's a 4-point lead. Found the line this time. Putri Kusuma.
9.
Double stroke. Stretching Supanida. Again, didn't pounce on it. And again. But that's landed in.
7-9.
Women's singles, when you play a tight spinning net shot of that nature, you really want to stand closer to the net so that the opponent doesn't play it back. Either way, she's got the job done. Putri Kusuma, or just down by 2. Rightful exchange. What about that again?
Service over, 10-7.
Ability to just generate power with a short movement of the racket, Supanida. Loose serve. finally got the job done.
Service over.
Putri Kusuma
8-10.
began with that loose serve, and ever since that serve, Supanida has been scrambling in defense.
Late.
8-10. Supanida needing 1 point to hit to the mid-game interval. Ahead, and she... Oh, that's landed in.
Thailand
Challenge.
called in.
Hawkeye will get to work. Supanida was standing right above it. She should have had a good view prior to challenging. We didn't quite have Hawkeye on the group stages of this competition. And Hawkeye justifies the line call.
One challenge remaining. 9-10. Line.
Great call by the line judge. It's now down to just one. Putri Kusuma staging a mini comeback. That's landed in as well. We're back 10-all.
10-all.
Tactically, she's just moving Supanida to all four corners of the court, just stretching her, not giving her any room to play the attacking shots that she's capable of. Supanida. So that's what she can do when she's given the space.
11-10 interval.
With that, Supanida goes into the interval. A very slim 1 point advantage. As you're looking at that first game, it's 9 minutes of play. You look at it, it's just 1 point, the difference between these two players. But much of the first half of this first game, we saw very, very controlled performance from Supanida.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Putri on court.
Reanimated coaching coming from the Thai team, but tactically, the way things are playing out, Putri Kusuma is wanting to move the shuttle as far away and as quickly away from Supanida as much as possible, not giving her room to play those attacking shots. Whereas Supanida is trying to control the net, find those big leaves and execute a big smash winner. Error this time.
12.
Putri Kusuma. I mentioned earlier, Putri did seem quite stiff, and once again, that smash is indicative of that. It's a stiff racket grip. Again.
30-10.
Typically, the wrist and the hands stiffen up when you're under pressure. You wonder whether the pressure is getting to the Indonesian. Stretching Supanida.
Service over.
That tactic
11-13.
It's worked like a charm for the Indonesian, just moving Supanida around. She's not the most mobile player on court, although she is fast. Big lift. Supanida waiting to attack, but that's wide.
Service over. 14-11.
Since the mid-game interval, Thai player has won 4 of the last 5 rallies.
Lane.
Once again, trying to stretch Supanida, but missing it in that final shot, Putri.
11.
Supanida has won 5 of the last 6 rallies since the mid-game interval. A lot of them have come as a result of unforced errors. The racket of Putri Kusuma. Luck of the tape. Extends it to 7.
11.
Well, or rather I should say 6 points. Yeah, now it's 7. 7 of the last 8 rallies in favor of the Thai.
11.
It's been a devastating run for the Thai. As far as the Indonesian is concerned, just been unable to get away from that 11-point score. Why did it too much? Supanida.
Service over. 12-17.
She had the space and time to block the shuttle, Supanida, but just chose to control it a little bit more than she needed to. It's 12-17. Completely mistimed it.
13-17. Water court, please.
It's been a break of rhythm. And the Indonesian will be wanting to capitalize on this. Here's a look at that last rally.
Thank you.
With a lead like that, Supanida will just be focused, wanting to finish it off. That she does. It's 18-13.
Service over. 18-13.
Now then, can Putri Kusuma produce another comeback like we saw prior to the mid-game interval? Oh, brilliant. And again, the net comes to the aid of the Indonesian. Not this time.
19-13.
Oh, it's been 3 or 4 times now that the net has helped Putri Kusuma. This was a brilliant net play by Supanida. The Indonesian did well to recover. Two points from sealing the first game. Again, the net comes in.
Service over. 14-19.
Can't be coincidence, can it? Far too many times for it to be. The Indonesian needs a good run of points here. At least 5 in a row to equalize. As the teammates look on, it's Putri Kusuma on serve. Great anticipation. Well, that's what we saw from her yesterday. The tie against Malaysia's Letrana. Just waited for it, pounced on it.
Supanida, ready?
Supanida being cautioned by the umpire. Marcel Misbah from Jordan. Error this time from Supanida.
16-19.
I did say that Putri Kusuma needed a run of 5 straight points. She's got 2 already. 3 more to go to level things. Meanwhile, if you're wondering what all the buzz is all about, in the next court, Court 2, the other semi-finals between Japan and India, to tell you that Ayao Hori, having won the first game 21-13 against PV Sindhu, is now leading 4-0 in the second game.
16-19.
Straight to the body.
Service over. 20 game point. 16.
Beautifully setting up game point, that body smash from Supanida. Just 4 game point opportunities. One of them saved.
Service over. 17-20.
Well. If Putri Kusuma could score another 1 or 2 more points, it's going to pile an immense amount of pressure on Supanida. Supanida, and the power game pays off for her.
First game won by Thailand. 21-17.
Another look at how she closed off that first game. Just controlled that play, waited for the lift, executed a perfect smash shot.
This one, fast, ready. You block fast, block
เวลา
fast
ที่
นะ
ได้ปุ๊บที่ได้ปุ๊บเกี่ยวมันสั้นๆก็ได้นะดัก
One,
สั้
two,
น
turn
ๆ
up.
ให้มันวิ่ง
Two hand up, coming up. One, two, turn up. You have to serve mix this time, because she faster take
แล้ว
up.
เวลาฝึกไป
Well, the game plan of the Indonesian in the first game was to move Supanida around really quick.
โอเคไหม